Following a meeting of the Falkland Islands Government's Executive Council last month, approval to launch proposed marine management areas, MMAs, in Falklands waters was granted. Their intention is to establish marine management areas which seek to balance conservation as a primary objective with the sustainable economic and social development needs of the Falkland Islands. In China, aluminium manufacture makes up almost 60% of global production. As manufacturing aluminium is energy intensive, the increase meant a further bump in carbon emissions. But, among other uses, the metal is an essential raw material for emerging sectors such as electric vehicle manufacturing and renewable power. The fluctuations in aluminium output indicate the complexity of China's journey to peak carbon and carbon neutrality. More than a third of the huge floating platforms of ice surrounding Antarctica may be at risk of collapsing and releasing unimaginable amounts of water into the sea if global temperatures reach 4 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, UK scientists say. Researchers from the University of Reading said that limiting the temperature rise to 2 degrees Celsius could halve the area at risk and avoid a drastic rise in sea levels. Welcome back to the Prime8 News, coming to you from here in the land of humans. Without further ado, let us get back in touch with Tiny Tiger. I am looking forward to his observations on the ant's nest I uncovered when moving a slab next to my camper van. I wonder if he asked an ant if she had any tips.
Hello again, Tick, my friend. Goodness. Has a week passed by already?
I know. It's crazy how time flies. Actually, I have never really thought about that statement before in detail. Time flying and all that. Simon and I can fly, of course. I hope you and the gang are all getting on well with documenting your adventures in the adventure game, The Birth of Primopolis.
Oh yes, Tick. Although Amanda Panda was testing the main entrance into our base yesterday and fell into ice, pandas look hilarious when they are soaking wet.
Oh dear, poor Amanda.
Now, this ant's nest of yours, there is much more going on there than you think.
There is? I thought it just looked like a series of tunnels and stuff.
Goodness me, no, Tick. I can see I will need to explain the complexities of the ant's nest in much greater detail. I have messaged Bob Bird to meet me at the media center. An ant is doing some sketches for us.
Ooh, that sounds like a lot of work, but...
Not at all, Tick. We want our viewers to really get an ant's eye view, don't we?
Yes, of course. OK then, I will let Professor Prawn know that you will be presenting this next week. I'm rather excited now.
Right, you are, Tick. I will get on with this first thing in the morning. See you.
OK, well, that all sounds like a fine plan. This week's word of interest is negotiation. Discussion aimed at reaching an agreement. I have been Big Tick, and you have been watching the Prime8 News. I am glad I replaced that slab outside. I don't want any ants in my pants. Hee hee.